I was cleaning out the cabinets the other day and I saw this. And those who know. This is from my grandma Sonnier, my dad's mom. And she would make her homemade bread with this bowl. So that's what we're doing. And you can't tell a fat man nothing. Follow along. Let me show you how to make my grandma's homemade yeast rolls. You're gonna start off with 1 cup of white sugar, 1/3 of a cup of oil. I'm just using like vegetable oil, and a teaspoon of salt. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a spoon. I'm gonna use my roux spoon, and we're just gonna get this all mixed up. After that's combined, you want 2 cups of warm water. You don't want it too hot because it'll kill your yeast, and you need 2 packs of yeast. Just like this, and you're gonna put this inside this water, and you're gonna let this proof. So pour it in, stir it around a little bit, and let it just proof, and then we'll add that to our sugar mixture once it's done. Next step is to pour that mixture into your sugar. Get all that in there. We're gonna stir this around and get this all incorporated. Next thing you need is flour. Now, my dad and my grandmother said they use 5 pounds total for this recipe. And he said you would do about half a bag, 2.5 pounds into your first part, and then the other 2.5 is to knead with. I don't know if we need that much. I did bring this down to about 2.5 pounds. So I'm gonna slowly add this in and then just mix this around until I form a good kind of sticky, dough-ish like ball. So let's just put this in here and let's just get this started, and let's see how much flour we would actually use. 2.5 pounds of flour is about 9 cups. So that's probably what's about here. And let's just kind of measure it out as we go, folks. I'll be damned, 2.5 pounds, exactly what we needed. And if you watch the video or the time lapse, I just kept using a spoon. You can put this in the mixer and stuff, but my grandmother and my dad always used a spoon to do this, so that's how I'm doing it. And so now, as you can see, I'm forming a ball here to get all this incorporated. There's still probably a little bit more flour than I would want in here, but it's still sticky, so I'm going to use that flour up. I'm just getting my hands in here and just forming a ball. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take about a cup of flour and put it on the counter, and we're going to take our dough and we're going to start kneading it. And my dad and them says about the other 2.5 cups is what you're going to use to knead. I don't think we're going to need all that. We're going to start with a cup and do a cup at a time. And what you're doing is you're just basically taking that flour, as you can see, and just folding it in to itself. You get a little bit stickier. I think we're just going to need about 2 cups. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let me get this done and I'll tell you exactly how much we're going to use. Yeah, definitely not 2.5 pounds of flour to knead. Definitely not. I did use 2 cups. Maybe I just have the recipe wrong or I misread the recipe, but it should be only about 2 cups. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of oil inside my bowl, my bread bowl, and get that swirled around. Once my bread has been kneaded, and all I don't want to work it too much, but I do want to work a little bit, just like this, and just make it nice and pretty and round. And I'm gonna stick it in my bowl and have the oil go all the way around my bread, just like this. Set that in, put a towel on top of it, put in a nice warm place for it to double in size. All right, my bread has doubled in size. Look at how pretty that is. What I'm gonna do is get me a pan. I'm gonna start making my rolls. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this down. And then I'm just going to take pieces of this bread, put it into like a little ball, just like this. Make a little roll, and I'm gonna put it in my pan, and I'm gonna line my pan full of my bread. Let me get this done, and I'll be right back. Once your rolls are made, put it again, a towel on top of it, put it in a warm spot, let these rise, and then we'll bake it at 350 in the oven. Let me get these risen. Now look, the bread has risen. Time to put it in the oven for 350 till it's nice and brown. And yummy. Be right back. Here it is. And what he does is my light just went out. He takes butter and he just puts it on top of this, just like this, and let it sit. Now it's too hot to eat right now, but we're gonna eat one anyway. Take one out. Look how pretty that bread is gonna be. It's hot, hot, hold on. Can't tell this fat man nut with this messed up hair. This is gonna be good. Until next time, my friends.